all is well and you had breakfast this morning and so on. Anyway, so this morning on the subject agriculture science, we're going to move on to a new topic. So today's topic should be enlightening and very interesting. However, if you notice on the board, I haven't placed the topic for today. Why? This is because I have a little scenario for you to listen to, and at the end of the scenario, I want you to tell me the topic for today. Right? Alright, good. So put on your pen and your pencil, and then you're gonna listen as I go through the little scenario with you. So remember before, early up in the tour, we went outside in the kitchen garden and we planted our little tomato and our bok choy and the boar plant, right? So picture you're a farmer and you go to your garden or the farm outside and you see all of these crops that you're planting. They, what should we say? They grow, right? They grow and they produce their fruit or the materials from the plant. So now you're saying, you want to know when you should do something to this plant, when you should harvest the plant, and then you're thinking, you want to know if it's the right time to harvest the plant. You want to know if you harvest the plant too early, if it would be right enough, if it would be good enough for the market demands. You want to know if you harvest it a little late, if it would be good enough for the market. So today we're going to be looking at a new topic. So before we get into the topic, I'm going to read a little scenario to you, and at the end of the scenario, I would like you to tell me what the topic for today is. Right? So let's listen a little attentively for a while. It says, imagine you're a farmer and your field is filled with ripe mangoes. You're waiting for the right moment to collect them. However, something important needs to be decided: when and how you should gather your crops so that they are in the best condition for selling or eating. Now think for a minute. If you pick these mangoes too early, they won't be juicy or sweet. If you wait too long, they might fall and rot on the ground. So as a farmer, what do? You must plan the perfect time and method to collect these crops. And this is the end of the scenario. So can anybody tell me what this is called? Is the process. Okay, you can show by the raise of hands or yeah. Very good. So this is called harvesting, right? And if you heard me saying eating or selling, right? So today our topic for today is harvesting and marketing, right? Today will be harvesting and marketing. So at the end of this lesson, what we will be learning from the lesson today is the definition for the term harvesting. We're going to look at some factors that influences the process of harvesting, and then we're going to list some materials gained from the crops, right? The harvest materials gained from crops. Alright, so let's dive right into the lesson. What do you think when you hear the word harvesting? What comes to mind, right? Okay, we know picking, gathering, yes, collecting of not collecting to say, but gathering of the fruits and vegetables, right? So now we're going to go into the definition of harvesting. What really harvesting is about, what it entails. Is it really just going to the farm or going to the kitchen garden and pick off something, pick off a fruit or pick off a crop? Can you say? So take 2 minutes in your books and you write your little definition of harvesting. So I'll take two persons and you will tell me, you stand and you read your little definition for me. Right? Good. Alright, so one person can stand and read the definition. Harvesting, you can stand and read your definition for me. What do you say? Picking mature crops on the field. Do everybody agree with the two definitions that was read? Yes? Alright. So now we can safely say that yes, your definition was correct, but then I will just adjust it a little bit. Right? So using these same two words, we'll say that what really is harvesting? Say harvesting. We're going to write over this side. So my definition is that harvesting is the process of gathering mature crops from a field. So everybody agree to that? Yes? Okay, cool. So moving on the topic of harvesting, we know, say for instance, we plant mangoes or cherry, or let's say tomato or pak choy, right? Based on the time in which you plant these crops, it will influence the harvesting. So we're going to go on to some factors. We're going to go on to some factors that may influence harvesting. Let's look at I'm hearing weather. When it comes to the weather, is it rainy weather or the dry weather? Okay, I'm hearing the ripeness. Okay, so we can substitute the word ripe and say maturity. We can say maturity, right? And we can also use market demand. So we have dry weather, we're going to use instead of weather condition, the broad term, we can say dry weather. We use market demand. And another one, we say maturity. And quality. Alright, we have one more. Right, I'll give you this one. Water. Or the moisture content. Water or the moisture content of these factors. Say for instance, let's look into the dry weather. We know when the weather is dry, most of the crops that has been planted in the dry weather season, they mature fast, and we will have a faster harvesting season for that of the wet weather. Whereas when we harvest in the wet season, some of the crops they tend to spoil and so on. Right? So I have a little activity coming up for you to do. Right? If you look around, there's some flashcards coming around. I have a little sample here, right? What I want you to do is to observe the little flashcards. We have some fruits that are shown that we would normally harvest. And this is another subtopic, the crop materials, the harvest materials that we gain from our crops. So say for instance we have the arrow. we plant the tuber for Edo, right? What will we get? What will we get from the Edo? What is the plant material or the crop material we would harvest for the Edo? Or let's say the sweet potato, right? We would normally harvest the tuber. Very, very good. We harvest the tuber. When it comes to leaves, say for instance in the garden now we have the pok choy. What is being harvested for the pok choy? We harvest the stem. Are you sure? Yes, very good. We harvest the leaf of the pok choy. Let's go to another example. Another example, let's use a fruit. We have mango. What is being harvested for the mango? The mango, yes, but how would the mango look? We would harvest the green mango or the yellow mango, or let's say the yellow fruit, right? We will harvest the yellow fruit. Why we harvest the yellow fruit is that is when we know that it's right for harvesting. You get it nice and sweet and juicy, right? So in your groups with the flashcard that is going around, what I want you to do is use the flashcard and pair it to the material harvested for the crops. Okay, good. So let's recap today's work. We know that the topic is very good, marketing, harvesting and marketing. So who can tell me the correct definition or a specific definition for the term harvesting? Remember the definition was on the board, right? Who can tell me? Let me hear. Yes, very good, very good. Someone else? Anybody else? Give her your classmate a clap. Very good. Anybody else? Very good. That is correct also. But let's move on. Everybody will have a chance. Let's move on. Moving on. Let me hear about the factors that influence harvesting. Someone name a factor for me. Maturity. Very good. Quality is another one. Yes. Weather condition. Remember, we said weather condition is the broad term, but then we zero into the dry weather. We reflected on the wet weather. Very good. We also had water content and the moist. Water and the moisture content. We had another one. Another one. What do we call it when there's something lacking in the market and everybody wants it? Very good. Market demand. Right? So everybody understood the lesson I was taught? Okay. Yes. Very good.